We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Drew Smyly will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game, dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Back goes Yastrzemski. He's there and records the first out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Last season, he had over 110 RBIs. That's an RBI machine. When you're driving in over 100, that's really special, and you are doing some big things.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Fouled off. Kingery. Speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball given the position he plays. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And you have to like a center fielder that's willing to sell out and go for broke there, but he just can't make the play as the ball sails over his outstretched glove. And by the time he tracks it down, it's just too late for him to hold the batter at second.
Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First offering on its way. He's set. The 0-1.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Slow little roller to third. Up with it is Longoria, and they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Zach Eflin gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First pitch on its way. Windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday, I don't see any reason why they don't win today's game.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, and their runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Giants break out on top here 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping into the box, Evan Longoria. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bruce has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Giants 1 and the Phillies nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up now, Didi Gregorius. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
At third, Longoria. Oh, and Longoria can't handle it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watched it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. He was the main contributor offensively for his team yesterday, driving in both of their runs. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Gregorius on at first, nobody out. 1-1.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. One there on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Comes set with the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third, and he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it, so he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
And that's in there for strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Williams, a 25-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Here it comes on 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The Giants have struck first here. They lead at 1-0 as we play the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
At the plate, Zach Eflin, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Snap from the catcher. Not in time. Ready with the 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-2 the count. 2-2. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Digging in, Buster Posey. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on Gene Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Drew Smiley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Nope, that's the ball.
And a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Giant center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitch and just go ahead and challenge him.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Williams is under it, and he makes the catch for out number.
Welcome back to Oracle Park, home of the Giants, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they've amassed the most strikeouts in the league while also issuing the fewest walks, a feat that makes their coaching staff extremely happy. As one of them said to me, when you can rack up strikeouts like we do, but not walk anyone, that tells you a lot about the incredible stuff our pitchers have, and they trust it. Guys, it's an aggressive pitching staff with a lot of swing and miss in their game.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Runner at first following the error. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Scott Kingery. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Has a look, now the pitch. That's taken, now it's 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's Bryce Harper now. 1-0 the count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's wide, 2-0. Two balls and a strike now. Three and one now. Rhys Hoskins is on deck. Back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to Belt. They get two, and that'll end the inning. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 1 and the Phillies nothing. Digging in to try it again, Wilmer Flores. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Now here it comes. Ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Pitch on the way. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And you see there on your screen, his total places him third best on this Giant ball club. Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. Flores ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate, and they now lead by 2. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Stepping in now, Hunter Pence, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The runner in scoring position with none out. Drilled to the left side. A dive. He's got it. What a play.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Settling in now, Brandon Belt looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And now a pitch on the way.
Oh, that's good.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Belt, a native Texan. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
That's popped up. Kingery in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Hit on the ground out to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Williams calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Now at the plate, Buster Posey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And this catches the outside corner, strike one.
Ball, 1 strike.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the first baseman, number 17, Reese.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Duggar on the move. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it, 1-2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, hero. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first. Do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And he misses there, 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will track it down. Working for the punch out and the offering. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here. But meanwhile, that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Now batting, left fielder.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
So 1-1 home. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
And it's fouled away. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Zach Eflin pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content. Bottom of the inning now. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Softly hit toward the hole. And a good throw gets him one gone. At the plate, Drew Smiley, a base hit in his first trip. Now here's the pitch. Down the first base line. Hoskins has it, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Wilmer Flores is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Line drive to center field. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had a ton of chances in this game with runners in scoring position, but they have just 2 hits in those at-bats. Now, that's not awful, but they feel they've left a lot of runs on the table as a result. One thing they're emphasizing is quieting the moment and not trying to do too much.
Thank you, Heidi. Popped up. There to take it is Belt for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Right side hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Throw down to third. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Pence. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Back goes Yastrzemski into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Phillies have pulled even now at 3-3.
Hey, the cutter's normally a good pitch to tie up a guy, but I think this hitter must have been waiting for that one because that ball normally would tie a guy up. He was able to get the barrel to it and hit it out of the ballpark.
Now back, second baseman, Didi Gregorius.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he lays off a fast.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Swing and a liner, but gloving it down there at third is Longoria. Quick reactions that time, and the inning is over. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming. So stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Drilled right back up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
So now to the plate, Hunter Pence. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
The 3-1. 3-2, full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Williams is there, and he has it for the first out. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Belt. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto will lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Jay Bruce. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. This is in the air to left field, and that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
The pitcher, number 56.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Eflin. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Liner towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. When we come back, Evan Long. So striding forward now, Evan Longoria. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Longoria.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Hit high and deep to right center. Harper on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. One away now. Here's the catcher, Buster Posey. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, number 35. Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Into the box, Brandon Crawford, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Segura for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Jondo Gustave is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 74. Yandel Gustave.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is skied into short left center. Crawford trying to get there. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knob.
In now, Scott Kingery, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Fouled away. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Segura blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And the runner will score from first. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home run.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Pops this one up, and this will be taken in by Longoria for the first out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Takes this the other way to right. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he is into third with a triple. His 3rd hit of the night.
If he wants to hit for the cycle and get in the history books, he's got the hardest 3 parts of it out of the way. Normally, this is the toughest leg to get, but he stands at 3rd and now only needs a single to make some history.
Now pitching for the Giants.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here's Didi Gregorius. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duggar's there for it. Makes the catch, but the runner from 3rd breaks for home. And the run is in to score on the sac fly as they double things up to lead it 6-3.
The catcher, JT.
Striding into the box, JT Realmuto. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Garcia, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Yolmer Sanchez is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Yolmer Sanchez.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Steven Duggar. Last time through was a base hit. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now back
at the plate, Wilmer Flores. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Line towards center field. Williams will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Logan Webb has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 62, Logan Webb.
Ready for another shot now. Jay Bruce. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
The center fielder, number 5.
Digging in now, Nick Williams. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, McCutchen comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. The 1-1 now to McCutchen. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Hard hit ball to second, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 7-3 ball game. Segura isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Number 4, Scott Kingery.
Into the box now, Scott Kingery. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. 2 out here and a runner at second. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and Crawford will make the play, and the inning is over. So it's 2. Adam Morgan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready for another chance? Mike Yastrzemski. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
the right fielder.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Hunter Pence. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Morgan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. So digging in now, Brandon Belt, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rhys Hoskins is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Hit in the air to right field. On the move is Pence. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he'd lost sight of it. But then I watch it and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
Stepping into the box, Didi Gregorius. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Runner at third here, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 9-3 game now.
The catcher, JT.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
He's set, and the pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
At the plate now, Nick Williams as he lines it out to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores. Neil Walker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Neil.
And he takes ball 1.
Walker.
That's inside. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So Victor Arano, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Digging in once again, Evan Longoria, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And it's quickly 0-2. Now here it comes. This is line to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And just what they needed here to start the bottom of the ninth as he's in with a two-base hit.
The catcher, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. Swing and a line drive. Foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Harper, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Longoria ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he's safe. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
The batter, number 35.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Dero, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Liner toward right center, and maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Pablo Sandoval will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Now batting, Steven Duggar. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First delivery to him on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Hit softly down the line at first. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now back.
Ready now, Wilmer Flores. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the second run will score as well.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Standing in now, Mike Yastrzemski. 1-0 the count. Lifted down the line in left. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
10-6 the final score in this game. The Philadelphia Phillies used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to the win. Zach Eflin earns the win, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 10 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Giants, 6 runs on 13 hits. 3 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the Phillies launched 3 home runs as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 10-6. The San Diego Padres allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds, 2-1. Rowan Wick got his 3rd win this season, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates, 3-2. Freddie Freeman had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish, helping lead Atlanta past the Reds 12-10. The Tampa Bay Rays snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got a dramatic walk-off win against the Indians 4-3. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the visiting Red Sox 3-0. Dwight Smith Jr. swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Orioles took care of the Royals 5-4. The A's grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 10-6. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.